Hello and welcome. Happy New Year's. And I would like to start by saying huge thank you to everyone who supported me through everything I did on December. You guys are awesome, and I'm so happy that you enjoyed my hard work with the advent calendars. And as a new video for the new year, I wanted to make like top something of my repaints of the year. I did 18 repaints. One of them is partial, but the other 17, I put little pictures, actually the same pictures that I'm going to show you, on the Bulgarian Facebook group. So shout out to Kuklinski Story, everyone from there. I know some people from there watch my videos. And I asked the kind people from the Facebook group to vote my repaints, and they did like they could vote on every single one they want, just to help me to go in order. So we're going to start from the one with zero voices, that is also, I uploaded it as honorable mention, so I'm gonna start with the honorable mention. That being said, I really like her. This one is a partial repaint. She was super pixelated. She's Barbie Extra, designed by Carwell Nuera. Not that it matters, but I really like the original design. But she had so many issues with her face. She just was very pixelated. So I tried to keep the original face. I just painted over it. And again, the videos for all of these things that I'm going to show you are on the channel. And yeah, I can't believe that I kind of did 18 repaints. If you count this one as repaint, it's partial repaint. Basically, I painted over her entire face to hide the pixels, but I did follow the original design because I really like it and I wanted to, save it from the pixelization. Then, at last place, which is no surprise, comes this Stefilov grandma that I made. I don't know, I have so many of these Stefilov dolls. I wanted to practice repainting, so I did. And, I tried to just make her like a grandma, use the Stefilov face and make a grandma doll. Which, for what she is, I like how she ended up looking, but I understand why she had only one vote. She isn't, anything special, but she's a cute repaint and, like an exercise that I did. Next, this one I really like, and it's a huge surprise that, again, only one person voted for her, and it was the person that I made her for, which, to be honest, is the most important person. This doll, she's a Stefilov doll, a retro Stefilov doll that has been rerouted, and her owner, who watches my videos, shout out, sent her to me because she had very uninspired, boring face, even though she's a very loved childhood doll. We can all see, through the designs. And we wanted to make her a new inspired face, which honestly I think I succeeded at that, and I really love her. She's named Eliza by her owner. And yeah, this is Eliza, who is at last place, but most definitely I really, really like her, and I'm very happy with how she ended up looking like. Then the next doll has only two votes. I keep saying voices because in Bulgarian we do say uh, a voice. When you give a vote, you give your voice. So if I use a voice, know that I mean vote. But anyways, this doll is one of the dolls that I repainted for my friend Yana, who I have a lot of dolls repainted for her on the channel. And she was supposed to be like an older lady, not a grandma, just an older, more mature lady. And she's an upcycled doll. She's going to receive entire new outfit when my friend is done with her. She will be a traditional Bulgarian girl. I will look up if she has done her yet, because I'm not sure, because I did repaint a lot of the dolls you're going to see. You will see are for Rihanna this year. But anyways, this is her. Honestly, I really like her, but it is what it is. Since it was really hard for me to arrange them in any way, I wanted other people to do the arrangement for me, and I'm really grateful that they took their time to give their votes for my little art. And by the way, if you don't agree with any of the spots, you can give me your top 18 from start to end. Okay, then with three votes, we have a guy. This year I repainted a bunch of guys, not as many as I would like, but I do have, you know, in my up my sleeve or up my portfolio or whatever you wanna call it, a bunch of guys repainted. He was for someone who wanted to make like a groom, though I don't think it was for a cake. I wasn't very sure what the idea was, but it was supposed to I had to make a doll to kind of look like a real life person. And the dolls there was no time for it. It was just last moment. I never understand people who want art made for them, and they will be like 1 week before they need the thing. Hello, can you make me this piece of art? No, I can't make you this piece of art. But anyways, this situation wasn't so bad, but just it always. How do you expect something like that to happen so fast? We worked with what we had. We had two face molds. This is one of them, and it doesn't really look like the person because the structure of the face is different. The hairstyle is very different, but it is in the colors of the person. And the best I could do with the doll that we had, for such a short time. If you had like months to look for a good face mold, to buy it and to repaint it, it would have been better, but it is what it is with what we had. Honestly, I like him, but the other guy that I'm going to show you a little bit, that I repainted two face molds, I like the other guy a little bit more. This guy is really cute, but yeah, I agree with him being more to the bottom like he is. Then the next one is also a guy. He is again for my friend Radi, who the Steffi Love was for, and I have another doll for her that I made this year. He was a very nice challenge for me because I have never repainted first of a doll with such a small head. He's one of those AliExpress BJD type of boy dolls. His head is much smaller. And also I had never repainted a doll with, I don't know, is it insert or inset? Because both are correct eyes. He had 4 votes for him. And I would put him a little bit higher, but, I understand. It looks like there isn't much work being done by me because the eyes are already painted, but honestly that makes it harder for me because I have to go around the eyes and cover them and stuff like that. Overall, I really like how he ended up looking like, and the person it was for ended up liking him, which is the most important, of course. So yeah, very cute guy. Maybe next year I will find another doll with insert eyes and try my hand again. But yeah, we'll see. It was most definitely very new experience and precious for me. Next is another traditional Bulgarian girl. She doesn't look like it at the moment, But actually I can include pictures of her here because she's already made into her final form. She was an old doll that probably the original owner. All of these dolls that we do with Yana are second-hand dolls. We are upcycling them and we are trying to turn them into something beautiful and unique. They aren't play dolls. They are decorations. They're pieces of art. And this doll, she had a very stained face. Probably her original owner, who was probably a child, tried to do like an eyeliner on her face, and when I erased the face, it was stained. I could have removed the staining with the acne cream, but I have noticed that the acne cream, once you wash it, it doesn't go away. It's already soaked in the plastic. And I had repainted a doll, which I sent to Marna from Dolls Rescued. And she had blue lips and very strong makeup. And once Marna opened her on her channel, the repaint had almost faded. And I think it is because of the acne cream, because it was a doll that I had treated with the acne cream and I repainted. And I'm very sorry that probably the repaint that I sent her has already disappeared by now, because it was a few years back. But I didn't want to treat her with the acne cream. So what I did instead is, when I started repainting, I didn't fully understand repainting, how it works, because I did the mistake that everyone does. You just see someone did something online and you're like, I can do the same thing. I am as good as you. And without doing any research, you grab whatever materials you have and you start just painting on whatever doll you have. And you kind of ruin it. Which, it's okay, but if you're going to start a new hobby, better do your research first. Anyways, I started my repainting just with whatever paints I had and painting over the entire face like I did here. However, here I did it on purpose. Because the face was stained, I covered the entire face in acrylic paint and tried to create complexion for her. And then I painted her eyes and lips and everything, her features. And unlike the first doll that I painted, where I used like makeup on her face, which is a huge no-no using makeup on those. You should never use anything oils based as materials on those, because the oil seeps into the plastic and it damages it. And also you should use sealant, because the color seeps into the plastic. The plastic of the faces is usually vinyl. I'm talking more specifically about vinyl dolls, because this is the kind of dolls that I have repainted. And yeah, anyways, I sealed her very nicely and I used paints, and I am happy with how it turned out looking like. And my friend Yana really likes her, and I just like the eyes. And I did look a painting of a traditional Bulgarian painter, one of our biggest painters in Bulgaria, Vladimir Dimitrov, the Meister. So the way she looks is really inspired by like a great artist that I really enjoy his style and his paintings. So this is why I believe she looks really, really, the way she looks. Anyways, one more though that I would put a little bit higher, but do you see why I didn't do the voting myself? I needed people to vote for my dolls because I'm very partial to them, and they're all number one. Well, not all, but yeah, most of them are number one, and there can be only one number one. Anyways, I took a lot of time for this one, but it was a complicated process to create skin out of paint on a doll. It's not perfect. I definitely can do more experiments like this one in the future, but I'm happy with how it worked and what spot you would put her on. Up next is this girl, who I like, but she would be lower than the previous girl in my own, if I was to put them in order. Because she's a very pretty doll, the way she ended up looking like is very pretty. She has very alive eyes. That's what I think, at least. I like the brows and I especially like the lips. But she's just a pretty cute girly, which, if that's what you're going for, mission successful. But I like to give more votes or points or whatever you wanna credit to a bit more interesting and complicated um, just projects. But that being said, I do like how she ended up looking like. Where would you put her? And, would you vote for her or not? Uh, I don't know. Maybe if I had put like a post here for you guys to be also able to vote. I'm sorry that I kind of excluded you on the votes, but this was, you must understand that I'm a lazy person. This was the easiest way that I could have a lot of people, because a lot of people are in that face group, um, do my work for me. Because, yeah, you just select the pictures, write a little text, upload, and, whoever wants to, they can take your time and vote. So yeah, if you have any idea how I can do it, maybe for next year, because I do plan a lot of repaints, and I have started a few repaints on December, but then the weather became really bad and I just can't draw in bad weather. But anyways, I'm planning to do a lot more repaints this year, hopefully more than what I did last, even though 18 is a pretty good number. That's more than one a month. But anyways, if you have an idea how I can uh, let you to vote for whatever I do for next year, give it, write it down in the comments, and I'll have it. I need your help for that. You know, I if you have an idea, if you're more tech savvy than me, please let me know. And let's go to the next repaint, which is a guy. It is this guy who is the second. You can see that they have the same colors. The second doll that I repainted for this person who was going to it, where it was going to be like a groom can for people getting married. Again, I'm not very sure where it was going to be used because it was very rushed, the whole thing, the way we did it. But he has the same colors. These are the colors of the person I was supposed to make him look like. The person had these very gray eyes, very light, almost reddish brows and hair, and the beard. I honestly like this version more. I don't know, none of them really looks like the person, because again, the face molds are very specific and very non-looking like the person I was trying to do, but I like both guys. That being said, I like this one more, and I would like to repaint this face mold again, because usually this face mold comes with a very sloppy paint. It's one of the fakes, the typical fake cans that you can find, at least here in Bulgaria. Also, you can find this face mold a lot on AliExpress, so I assume it's not only in Bulgaria, in other countries too, but it's a very common can, fake can that you can find, and usually comes with black hair and just very sloppily painted face, and it looks like nothing, it's unassuming, let's say. But actually, when I removed the paint that it came with and I saw the face mold, it has so much potential. So I should try to repaint more of him. And also, he reminds me of a video game character who is called Atom Rant. If you know, you know, but maybe I can try to make an Atom for myself. Anyways, let's move on because I am taking up too long. And by the way, this one and the previous girl had 8 votes each. So let's move to the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dolls all have 9 votes. So I have kind of randomly arranged them. So have that in mind. And this is the next girl, who again has a little bit of story. This is one of my first or second, I'm not sure, maybe the first. Again, it's been a while, like a long time, attempt of rerooting. And what I did here was I overrooted her to the point that it's a millie head, and I deformed the head of the millie, meaning I put so much hair inside that head, poking through the holes on the inside, that her forehead, maybe when I say it you will notice it, is kind of bigger. I think I also show it in the video. Again, reminder, all of these you can see in my playlist, and you can, take your time, and if you have missed them through the year, you can now go and go back and see them, see how I repaint them and everything. But yeah, I overrooted her. I also used wig hair for humans, which is coarse and big and heavy for a doll, but you have to start somewhere. And I wasn't happy with it, and it was too much, and then she sat for a long time in a box because I really didn't like her, but my boyfriend was like, give her a chance, she's nice. He likes dolls with huge hair. Contrary to me, by the way. I prefer those with dainty bobs. But anyways, I didn't sell her, I didn't throw her away, I didn't do anything with her. I put her in a box, she sat there, and this year I found her and I was like, you know what? Maybe the problem is with the millie face, because it was just very uninspired millie face that she had, like most millies. Not all millies. I love some millies, and I love the face mode, by the way. It's a very nice face mode to paint on. But anyways, I just did a little repaint thingy on her. I don't like how the lips turned, but I have really huge issue repainting those with open mouth, because uh, the ends of the mouth are usually too deep in, and because I'm repainting with pencils, I have really hard time getting the pencil in there and doing good lines. So this one, you can see that I definitely struggled with that. I like the eyes and the brows. I like the little moles that I gave her, or beauty spots, whatever you want to call them. Definitely I like her a lot more with the new face than with the old face, and she's here to stay. She's just my Princess Millie doll. And I have found that I love taking Millie dolls, because we have so many of them, and just doing different faces and experimenting with the face mode. So spoiler, one of the projects that is almost done, it's in my project basket, is a Millie, but her repaint is almost done, but I need to make a huge big gown for her before I can show her to you. So it's maybe like a few months until you can see her. Let's hope I can do it sooner, because yeah, I really want the weather to be good, but it's not. Like, it's just wet, which wet and cold isn't you don't repaint when it's wet and cold, because Mr. Super Clear doesn't interact well with wet and cold. So yeah, anyways, let's move on. The next doll is one more of the upcycled dolls, who was one more time an attempt of me to make an older looking lady, not like an elderly lady, but, or grandma if you want to call it, but a more mature lady. And I do like this one more than the previous one that I showed you at the beginning. Just her face is a little bit more complex, and the eyes are very warm, and I really love how her lips ended up looking like, because she's again one of these face modes with the open mouth that are really hard for me to work on, just the open mouth itself. But here I like how I was able to put the dark in the deep parts of the mouth opening. I didn't give her too much teeth, just the right amount, and then the lips themselves are soft and juicy without too harsh of lines, which I'm happy with how that looks. Anyways, yeah, the best part of her, I think, is the lips, but the eyes aren't bad, but I think I'm pretty good at painting eyes and eyebrows. I think I suck at lips and mouth. Tell me what you think about it. She has a harsher face, but it was intended for it. Tell me what you think about her. Do you like her or not? Do you like this one more than the previous girl who was supposed to be like a more mature, woman? And let's jump on the next doll that also had 9 votes on the Bulgarian Facebook group. And it is another childhood doll that I saved. Before you comment on her nose, this doll has been through it. She has an indent on her forehead and part of her nose has been chewed off. However, she's a beloved childhood doll who has been rerouted. She even had pieces of her hands missing, but we wanted to give her a new face that is a lot like the old face, but it's also, a new face. And this is the first time that I tried to mimic the usual style of the Barbie dolls from this time, with the blue lashes, the blue makeup, the blue eyes. But I gave her little hearts, highlights, which I'm very proud of those. They look, to me at least, so cute. And to the person that, the doll is for, also. They said that they love the eyes the way they were. I gave her the little heart on the cheek because she's just a beloved childhood doll. I made her a little dress. The lips, to be honest, look a lot better in real life than they do on pictures. I don't know why, but yeah, in real life they a lot more look like, maybe it's because the flashlight, it's very harsh, but yeah, they look a little bit cracked on these pictures. But if you don't like them, that's fine. The important part is whoever it was for liked her, and I'm very proud of the eyes. And I should most definitely try to do something like that again. At least with the eyes, or maybe try to restore a doll 100% to what it was when it was new. We'll see. I do have a few retro faces in my stash that I wanna, tackle. We'll see if it will be this year, because I have so many ideas, I just can't choose. But anyways, let's not take forever and move to the next doll, who is another upcycled doll that will be a Bulgarian traditional girl. Another Millie face mold repaints. Yeah, I really love the face mold. This one is a lot more young and cute and just natural looking. I love the eyes, specifically the color of the eyes, because they're half green, half brown, which I think is called hazel, if I'm not wrong. Which it's an eye color that I really like, but I don't do enough. I don't know why. I also just like the freckles and the color of the lip that looks darker, but also look natural. You can see that I kind of struggled with the lips. You can see just the deep parts of the lips. Just the Millie face mold has very unforgiving mouth, and it makes my life very hard to draw. Just those with closed mouth, just yes, please. But yeah, anyways, we can't have, actually most playline dolls are with open mouth, so that's fine. I just have to be better and learn how to do that better. But anyways, what can I tell you? I like this doll. I do think that she deserves to be like up, but maybe I would put her a little bit lower, just because yeah, she's cute, and that's it. She's cute. I think she's cute. I didn't struggle enough on her, I guess, to have to put her on a higher position, but she's a cute doll. Where would you put this doll? She received nine votes on the Bulgarian Facebook group. And let's move on to the last doll with 9 votes that was on the Bulgarian Facebook group. English XA has stopped working. The voting was there. You know it was there. No need for me to repeat it. Sorry. I just, it's been 30 minutes of me talking, so I am getting weirder. But, anyways, this girl, I love and I would put her up here. She's one of those knockoff dolls with, this is a very standard or common face mode, but I haven't repainted it so far, and I really loved repainting it, and I'm very happy for the opportunity that I got to repaint it. And what I tried to do here, and the reason why I really like her, because I had like what's the word, an assignment that I assigned myself, was to make her face very brown and monochrome, let's say. Yeah, I think this is what you call it, monochrome. And it made her face look very warm, and yeah, I really like how it ended up looking. And it was inspired by the very specific color of her hair. It's brown, but that's painted brown to me, because it's very unnaturally warm brown color, and it's natural at the same time. I cannot explain it, but it's a weird hair color, but it's also a very nice hair color. And I was looking at the blank doll and I was thinking what special thing I can do with her. And excuse the barking dogs, I think storm is coming and it's rattling stuff outside, so they react. But meaning storm, very strong wind. Anyways, this is a doll that I would put up here. I really am happy with how she ended up at the end, and I can say that maybe I did a little bit better on her lips. Tell me what you think about her. Which of the dolls with open mouth you like the lips best of? Let me know in the comments. And the next doll is my baby, my child, the most special doll that I would put on place number 1. It is Lara Croft. She took me 6 months to make. No kidding, 6 months. Obviously, I wasn't working non-stop 6 months on this doll, but she did took me 6 months. And I am talking from when I found the face mode and the body. I put them together and started the project from there till the end. 6 months. Before that, I've been thinking like a few years about that, because the game which I made her, she's not made after the TV series. I watched 2 of the episodes and I was bored. Maybe I'll finish it one day, but who knows, not now. The doll is inspired by Shadow of the Tomb Raider, one of the games a while back that my boyfriend played, and I tagged along, let's say, for the playthrough. It's not the type of game that I am really good at playing, because it needs a lot of skill with all the acrobatics and stuff. But I just enjoyed watching the story and helping with the puzzles and stuff like that. So this is why I wanted to make a Lara inspired specifically by that game. And she's kind of for my boyfriend, but also kind of for me. We live together, so duh. But when I said that I should make a Lara Croft doll because she's really cute, her design is really cute in this game, he was like, yes, make her. So years later we kind of made the doll, and I don't know, I am really proud of her, but I'm also a little bit disappointed, because I don't know, because she was so big as a project for me to make and so hard, and I poured my heart and soul into her. You know, some of the dolls that I already showed you are made for like one weekend. I sat down and I repaint and done. And she took so long. I kind of expected her to have 50 times more reactions, views, attentions than the other dolls, which she didn't. She had exactly as much as the other dolls, which, you know, is a little bit disappointing, but I should be realist and just know that there is also a little bit of luck, not only how hard you work, you know. Also maybe my thumbnail isn't good and stuff like that, but anyways, I am proud of this video, and this is the repaint that I'm most proud of this year. Well, not this, it's already 2025, but you know, 2024. I'm most proud of her, and I put the most work into her. And she's sitting here on my shelf, and I'm just looking at her and smiling, and that's all that matters. Thank you so much for everyone who watched her video and, you know, commented and gave me a like. It means a lot. And let's move on to the next doll. The next doll has 11 votes on the Facebook group. The previous one, you know, Lara was with 10. This one is called Violetta. This is the name that her owner has named her with. And she's, as the first Steffi Love that I showed you, a childhood doll who has been rerouted, and they were the dolls of two cousins, and now one of the cousins collects dolls and has them. She sent them to me, and I gave them new fresh faces, and I really like this one. I think I like them equally, so Ellie, Elitza and Violetta would be one after another. I don't know who I like more. Elitza's design is more inspired, but Violetta's design is more cutesy, so that would be hard. I would put them on one position, both of them. Where would you put them, and which one do you like more? The white-haired Steffi that I love, that I showed you first, that I loved. I was gonna say that I loved, but because she's Steffi Love. So, anyway, sorry. I'm sorry if you're not understanding what I'm saying, but let's not forget I'm Bulgarian. This is not my first language. I'm trying really hard, and thank you so much for everyone who has been so kind with, you know, me with my English. You know, you guys have always been very kind. I know it's not that good as, you know, what you say, but it makes me feel very nice that you're so kind. Anyways, this is, you know, the cutesier one of the two sisters, and yeah, she got 11 upvotes. Up next is a doll that I painted between 2023 and 2024. She was, I started her on December and I finished her on January, and I uploaded the video on January. She was a Barbie that I repainted to look like the Day of the Dead designer doll that Matteo, Pink Magnolia I think it was, and I think Pink Magnolia is like a brand or a fashion brand, don't quote me. I have an entire video on her which you can check out, but this lady from the Bulgarian Facebook group contacted me and she was like, do you think that you can make me this doll, basically, because I don't know, she's expensive and I think maybe she was out already when we were speaking about it. And I was like, yeah, I can do the face paint, but we need to find face with, you know, with the pink hair and that is close enough, at least with closed mouth and stuff like that. And we found this mermaid. We body swapped her onto, you know, not mermaidy but human body, and she doesn't have the same hairstyle. I didn't make a dress, big pink dress. We just agreed upon me making the, you know, making the face paint, and I wanted to do the little headpiece that she had because I had materials that I can, you know, make something close looking to it. And I am proud of how she ended up looking like. Obviously, it's a different face mode, but I think it is close enough. Tell me what you think about her. And yeah, she got 15 upvotes, so pretty up there. I do agree that she's very good work of mine, especially compared to the others, but she's not my design. That should be said. She's not my design. I just what is the word? Recreated, yes. A doll, a designer's doll for someone who wanted to have a version of her for themselves but couldn't afford the real thing. And just a very small fraction of the price, just for my materials. And it's her doll. She found the doll, she bought it, she sent it to me, and I just was happy to have the experience to try to recreate such a great design. I do love the original doll, and I would like to have her one day, but money doesn't grow on trees and you can't have all the dolls. That being said, number one, as voted from the Bulgarian Facebook group, is this next girl. And she's one of the traditional Bulgarian girls that my friends wanted me to make for her, and I have a lot less to say about her. She was supposed to be inspired again by the paintings of the Bulgarian artist Vladimir Dimitrov, the master, or the maestro, or maestura, whatever language you want to say it on. I don't know how it's translated in English, but anyways, she's that. She's inspired by his paintings, and she looks very, I don't know, distant, deep into thought, and has, what would you call that in English? Maybe mood, but mood is not the word I'm looking for. It's not also condition, but anyways, I cannot find the word for her. In Bulgarian, I would say that she has состояние, which literal translation maybe isn't good enough. My Bulgarian friends who are watching, maybe you can try to translate for me. But anyways, she has some sort of spirit in her, let's say that way, which I really like, and it shows because, yes, from all the dolls that I showed you, she had the most upvotes. Well, actually 15. I thought that she has 16, but she has 15. So the same as the previous one, which my own work being inspired by someone, and me recreating a designer's work basically one-to-one, having the same amount of votes. It's good. I'm happy with that. And yeah, with that being said, these are all the dolls that I repainted this year. Tell me which one is your favorite, which one you would put into number one, the best thing that I repainted, now that you have seen them all. I'm sorry that this video is so long, but I repainted 18 dolls, and I had to, I had to say all the things that I said. Sorry, not sorry. And if you listened all the way through, thank you. You're awesome. And yeah, in January there will be real long videos, but they will be sparse. However, every day I have prepared them shorts, and whenever I can, I will come back with a long video. I do have flea market stuff. I have Happy Mail. I have dolls to unbox from Black Friday. I did buy. I have a stack of dolls to unbox. A pile of dolls to unbox. So whenever I can have the time to do that, and to record, edit, export, upload, you will be seeing videos. I will try to be like, let's say, on the weekends or something of that sort. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for all the support. Don't forget to tell me how you would put the dolls, which one is your favorite, at least if not, go through all 18, tell me which one is the favorite. And if you have missed out on any of the repaint videos, they're here, you can check them. And yeah, happy new year's, and I'll see you in the comments and on my next video. Bye for now.